Hello. In this video, what we're going to see is that how to build a digital product website or a marketplace using Tradely. Okay, recently we released just this digital product workflow on top of our marketplace. So that's what I'm gonna share in this video. But what is a digital product? Yeah. So you have, the companies like Envato, which allows people to sell like pictures, HD videos, audios, or any digital asset you can think of. For example, Creative Market, they allow people to sell fonts, Shopify themes, Canva templates, product mockups, Instagram templates, many things. Creative, any creative ideas that can be translated into a digital asset can be sold in a digital marketplace. So what we're gonna see is like how to build a marketplace, maybe for a niche idea what you are thinking. So the list of things we're going to cover is that I'm already in the super admin panel of Tradely. That means I have already made a sign up here. So the first thing is that you can sign up from your side. So after sign up, you reach in the admin panel. In the admin panel, we're going to see how to configure the categories, which is the catalog. How do we collect informations from the sellers, and then also like how they can add their digital assets, and then the final thing is that how a buyer can make a purchase of that digital assets, and how the buyer will receive the digital assets after they have made a purchase. Meanwhile, while I'm doing this, I will also quickly show you like how to use our editor to customize the website so it looks like how you want it. Okay, let's start. Let's first see what are the things available in the existing digital marketplace. So in this creative market, they have this parent categories, and then they have the subcategories, and they have open shop button. There are some quick links, and they have a sign up, all these things, search bar, and then some header banners, and also have a search in this section itself. Even though there is this search here, they have an additional search, and they have categories, and then from each category what are the specific item. I think it's based on the purchases are they picked up, and similarly on the graphics as well, photos, and also there are some featured, some editorial picks as well, and some CTA section, and then they have blocks. Yeah, finally footers. So these are all the things in the home page. So before we go inside, I think into the listing detail, first thing in terms of a definition, all the items you see here, right? You can call it as a product, but in Tradely definition, we call it as a listings. Okay, so listings in your term, it can be a product as well, yeah, or you can still call it as a listing, or some people call it as an item. Okay, it varies by the language. In French, I think they will call it as article. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but anyway, let's go into customizing this homepage and bringing things like this. Okay, so the first thing is that we need the catalog. Then only people can submit some listings. So for catalog, I can just go from here. First, I need to create the categories. So I'm just gonna do some quick one. You have all these things. For example, you can add some category description, customize slug, you can upload some image, blah blah. But I think maybe what I will do is first let me just create this. I'm going to add some dummy pictures so I can keep reusing those things. Okay, I have some colors which you can use it. Okay, so now let's go back to categories. So I have created fonts, we have created some graphics, whatever the color it is here, select, and then we can call it as illustrations. Yeah, illustrations. Select some image. Let me quickly like show you this color. Show you how does after we, I mean before we add the category, it's pretty clean. Yeah, so just show you after you add the categories, how does it look. So you got it here. Okay, by default, of course, we are using a product marketplace template, which you can see from here. So you have this, all this default thing, sign in, sign up, all those things is available here. Okay, I can, so now we have the category, so that should be pretty much enough. I don't have a creative market account, but what I can show you is, so let me first sign up so I can show you how somebody can post a digital product. I can use my, always the default language, default using passwords. I need to use my mobile to receive the OTP as well. I'm opening my mobile, going to my email. I need this OTP to sign up. Okay, got it. So it's 140361. Verifying this. All this text, what you see here, you can customize it. Okay, how you can customize this is like, you can go here and then just click customize text. You will be able to see the text, then you can customize. Okay, so now I have signed up, so I can start selling. But before I start selling, you need to create an account. Account is something like a shop. Okay, this is where your payment information, I mean your payment, like for example, you're onboarding a seller, you wanted to verify his identity, you want to do some sort of like KYC, you can collect all this information. Okay, so I think I need to switch off these things. I mean by default it has this like preferred shipments, so I need to deactivate this thing. But for now, let me just add an image. Let's call it as a jobs image. Fonts. I don't have fonts. Just want to put it like this. Okay. So if I want to add into my HD photos, find photography, okay. So it's just delivery. I mean, what this, I will explain this later, what this means. I will add it in my notes. That I have another notes in my desk. So I have noted down that I need to explain that. Okay, so that's it. So your user has created an account. The next step is that he can add his listings. Yeah, this is the listing means it's a digital product we're gonna sell. So you see here, we are like collecting, for example, I can just use my Narwhal library. Okay, just use this for now. So put something, I can put it. Okay, and then I can put like the categories I selected. So I'm like adding my listing here, right? It doesn't ask me any like digital assets like I'm just like adding a preview image. There is no like HD image I'm like uploading. Yeah, so how does it work then? What you need to do is go here and then in the features scroll down and then you activate this digital product. We're going to improve this UI, but anyway you can just search for digital product. Yeah, and then save. Once you save, let's say I'm adding another listing. You see here, you will be able to find your digital products. So this is how your sellers can upload. I don't think I have, just consider this as the raw of the main photo. Okay, so I'm adding this thing, raw file. If I want to put some version, I can put it, or if you want to deactivate this, you can deactivate. If you want to add some description of this item, you can add as well, but this is all like temporary. Okay, and all this like informations, like certain information, if you want to have or don't have, you can like activate or deactivate. Okay, I mean currently it's not in the editor for you to activate or deactivate, but it's going to be there, so you can make it like simplify where you want to just like ask them to like upload only the file and then have a title. Don't need to have all this additional information. So like a white file. Consider, I mean like this is a, I mean like what you're putting in this listing photo, it's a preview file. Your sellers are putting a preview file, but the main HD file is here. Okay, so when they upload it, I mean I'm just using that you are as an example that you're selling a photo, but if it is like a font or something, it can be like just a font preview image, and here is a font file. Okay, so I can just $50 graphics. No, I said fonts, right? Okay, let's just put it as a graphics. So this is a sample graphic download. So project. Let's say you don't want this sort of composer, right? What you can do is that you can simply go here and then you can deactivate this composer. Okay, it's just for your information. So it's loading. Okay, so it's ready. And if I go here, I think just to make this looks nice, I mean I want to add this logo, have colors and all those things. I mean that's a separate part, but anyway, so now we have got these products. Yeah, so I mean we have got the categories. If I want to have, let me just add a one simple subcategory. So I know I show you like, so what do they have under fonts? For example, they have serif, so you can select fonts. Maybe you can have serif, and then you can save. So you can have some subcategory like how they. Okay, got it. What else? They have the search bar. They don't have. We don't have it. And then we need the category section. Yeah. So we just go here. By default, the category should be there, but if it is not, it's fine. Let's just publish now. I want to activate all these blocks, widgets, and all. I come to the, I mean in the editor, I come to the home page and then I activated the category widgets. Okay, so you see this item. So how big is it? I think maybe 300 or like 400. So I can go here, global styling. In the category, I'm just gonna put it like 300. I'm not a designer, so I don't exactly know how to put some values here. So let's just test it. You can always like play around. Wow, I think this is, I think I shouldn't use like It's still far. Okay, sorry, this is percentage. So this is the category card. In the category card, we need to put okay, for example, let me use this. So this is the category card. In the category card, this is the image. So you're going to put it out of this 100%, how much percentage is this image is going to be. So if I put 90%, currently I think here this is already 90%, but the card size is small. So I increase the height and width, and then I'm mentioning what is the image size inside the card. Okay, so this way, this is still too large. So let me just, I think 200 should be fine. And then what else? So we cross through this stage. Okay, now we should have popular font section. How you can have this is, you go here, you go to the collection. Okay, I'm not going to have any collection, so now let's just call it as a popular fonts. So popular fonts, and this is a listing collection, so I'm just going to select listing. Okay, if I want to have some, for example, you want to like showcase some profiles, you need to select the scope as accounts. Okay, so it's a popular fonts, and then I need to select web. Yeah, it's automated. And then, I mean, if I want to pick, I can search this. I don't know what's the listing I created. Yeah, it's white. So you see this, right? So it will come like this. So what's this? If I want to schedule this also, I can schedule. But anyway, just to show you how does this work. So you have this popular fonts. Yeah. Okay, cool. Then you want to have some popular graphics and all those things. It's simple. So you similarly do this. So popular graphics. I'm just going to use some automated thing. If you want, you can do manual as well. Create. I think the last one will be popular illustration. But we don't have any illustration, so it will not show up there. Okay. So illustration. Select web. Okay, so if I search this, you can see here. So the illustration is not there, so it doesn't show up. Okay, cool. I want to show you. I can go into buyer experience, but before that, is there anything else? Yeah, and also blocks as well. Yeah. So if you want to create some blocks, go here. Just go to blocks. What should I put? Okay, and then if I want to add some listing to feature here, I can do so as well. But anyway, I don't need this now. Let me add. If I want to add some picture as well, I can add though. Wait, let me just add a picture. Let's just use some other color. Okay, and then if I want to add graphics, steps. I'm just like writing some random stuff. Okay. Actually, I don't even know what is pre-customs. I'm adding this. Okay, so once I add it, I should be able to see the blocks here. Wait, I need to go here, go to the home page. Blocks is already enabled. It should work. If it's not working, then it's a bug. Just quickly check the here, right? So I will note down this. By default, it should be here, but it should be here. Okay, cool. So now we have almost got whatever things we wanted. So now let's go inside the listing detail. This is what the buyer is gonna see. They have these pictures, they have the add to cart, buy now, and then they have some different license. Okay, actually this is something interesting which I can explain as well. And they have reviews, they have the normally categories, and then here they have the review of these fonts. The best thing what they have done is that, if I'm not mistaken, based on the category, I think the listing detail page has this kind of like advanced UIs. Okay, so I mean what we have is that it's a simple description. I believe they use some custom fields to do that, so we can try that as well, but I can't promise. So so now let's go into configuring this listing detail informations. This concept, right? For example, you have this the price under a single listing. You have the price varies by this license. This is called variance. Okay, so let's configure these variants first. Because currently, when you when I added listings here, you only see like one type. There is no like a variance here. So what we're going to do is, you go to listing, you need to configure the variant type. So you can mix and match, but I'm going to follow, I mean you can do any type of like a mix and match, but what I'm going to do is this, just follow what these guys have. They have like desktop, EPUB and app, right? So I'm just gonna font usage, I mean this is the variant type, then I need to add the variant values. So this is desktop, they have app, I think they have something called EPUB. Okay, I think this thing should be enough. So let's save this. If you have some multi-languages, if you want to translate, you can translate. So after I added this, right, when I add listing, we don't see the variance. So what you need to do is, I mean, because you're configuring only in the admin panel, but you also need to need to be available in the website as well. So I need to activate here. So because the product can be used as a API product, yeah. So I mean like just as headless API. So headless API, you can configure everything in the admin, but if you wanted to have it in your front end, you need to like activate it here. Okay, so see here it's available. So if I click variants, font usage, and then I have desktop, then I can have a custom price, stock limit, and all these things. Okay, so let's, what's my favorite font? Mine is Montserrat. Let's just use Roboto, and then we add some dummy image. Okay, and okay, just for information, you can add a common like a general file. Okay, and then you can have a variant type as well. Okay, so so let's just desktop file, and then I can add an image. Maybe just to show you for the desktop, let's say we sell for $5. Okay, and then if I want to have another variant as well, I can add. So font usage, no, sorry, font usage, app. Maybe for app we sell a costly price, so app usage. By default, I think the stock limit should be 1. And then let's add an image. Okay, so as I shared previously, if you want to deactivate all these things, you can deactivate as well. Okay, please choose category. Okay, I didn't fill the listing information. Use my fonts for your purpose. Then let's just call this a font size. Let's call this as a 10. If I submit this, see here, this is a right error message. You need to have a general file as well. Okay, so common file. You're gonna have a variance. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open this in incognito. So I can show you how does the variance works. And see here, so you can have this variance, but I need to double check why this doesn't show other option. How did they show it? They show it as a okay. Forgot to add it. Let's set 15, right? Okay, stock limit, yes, is by default it's 1. Okay, then I need to add it. Actually, I didn't add the digital product, so it should show an alert. It's not showing. Okay, so now let's refresh. So it shows that. Okay, I think I forgot to add a name as well. Okay. Cool. One more thing I wanted to do is the listing detail page, the variant selection. I wanted to have something like a text. Okay, so if I publish this, because I don't want like image previews and all, you see this, right? And then I can make this purchase. I think by now we have finished this section. The categories and reviews, all those things, I mean by default you can see here, it's here, so no problem. And then if you want to deactivate certain things, you can deactivate, it's up to you. So what else we need to have? So we have the description, product specs. They provide like a file size, and then they say like whether it's a vector, web font, and all these things. So if you wanted to have all this, if you want to collect this additional informations from your users, you can add attributes, but this is not in this one. Okay, I have got the attribute thing activated for my team. So actually I should just go here. So now I can use these functionalities. So what we wanted to have is that, for example, they have created date, file size, vector, and then all these things. So if you wanted to have this additional information, we can collect them. Yeah, so we have varieties of attribute field types, so you can use whatever things you want. I believe this one, I mean, I'm not 100% sure. These things can be sent in a JSON, so you can collect. It's a bit technical, so I think I shouldn't confuse you here. But all other things, right? For example, they want the file sizes. So if you wanted to collect the file sizes, maybe you wanted to have it as a number field, so they can enter the file sizes. Or also, like, if you want to have some date field, for example, here it says created, maybe you can have something like last updated, so people know the file which you're selling, is it a too old file or is it the latest file. Okay, so provide the last updated and then I wanted to, one thing about attributes is that you can have these attributes for every category or for certain categories as well. So this way you can collect some personalized information. Okay, I don't want to go deeper in this because this attribute itself need a separate video, so I'm just gonna add this. Okay, so when I go here, I'm gonna refresh this. Because I want to show you. So you see here, even though I select font serif, it still doesn't show me this attribute. Why? It's because you need to select the subcategory as well. Okay, so font serif. Refresh it again. Okay, you see here, and here it's in red color because it's mandatory, but if you wanted to deactivate and make it as an optional, you can deactivate as well. But anyway, let's just consider this as a I'll just put it like 12. I want to have some time like 5 p.m. It's unnecessary, but I'm just like doing for the sake of explaining this thing to you. And then, so this is the file we updated. You should see a change in the variant types because we already changed the variant type selection, and here you can see the last updated time. If you want to add some icons, all these things, you can do so as well. But let me also, like this one, it shouldn't look like select underscore variant. Let me just double check. So I wanted to customize the text, so let's just copy this. Yeah, this is wrong. It should be like, yeah, can just say select options or like anything you want. So that will be fixed, and then yeah, so all these things are there. So let's go for refresh. So this will have the latest text as well. Cool. Okay, so we have covered how to add these additional attributes. If you wanted to go ahead and try all these other things, you can do so as well, but that's how it works. So here it has more from EF Studio. That's the same thing. We have these as well, which is a good idea. Instead of just saying more from this account, we can also say like more from John's Hypixel Norway as well. That's a good enhancement. We will make that also. Yes, so here they have, you may also like, so this widget is already active, but the reason it's not showing that section is we don't have lots of items. Yeah, that's why. Cool. So now let's go ahead and then see the buyer experience, because I guess I have explained most of the seller experience. I mean, how to create the account, how to add the listing. So everything is here. So now let's create another account and then do the buyer experience. To save your time, I have signed up a new buyer account as well. So because otherwise it will take time to send the OTP and all those things. So let's go to the font and make a purchase. So this, I mean, I will be, as a user, I'll be browsing the product. I come here, and then if I want to have select the option, I'll select app usage. You can also see here when I make some changes, this images is changing. One thing I need to double check is that when I change these, okay, because when we use these option, which is like the variant type is like text, okay, the price information is hidden. So because for the app usage we got 15, yeah. So I think in the, this is a good enhancement. In the text also you should show the price as well, which we will improvise this. So let me just choose the app usage and buy, and this is my card, this is the font, and this is by John's iPixel Nari photos, and it's $15. If I add the quantity and then if I make the checkout, it shouldn't allow the checkout, but actually it's allowing. Let me just double check, because if I'm not mistaken, when we added the stock we added only one. So this is a bug, because when the stock limit is only one, it shouldn't allow the quantity as a 2. That one I can check. But anyway, just going back to the order. So after I make the purchase, I'm a buyer now. I go here, 2 items, $30. Of course, digital assets, people won't make 2 items as a purchase, but I'm just like doing as a testing. And here I have the asset, yeah. So if I go back, the item I purchased is the app usage one, which is the almond solid color background, and here you can find the almond solid color background. Once I download it, I have the asset which I have purchased. I can also see from who I purchased, what is his email, and if I need help from the platform, I can just contact them. And also if I want to provide a review, I can say as well. I mean, like, very good quality photos, perfectly fits to my project. I can submit this review, and then also as a seller, let me just refresh this. This is a new feature we should show is like, I mean, when you're in a mobile, you should see the, when you got a new purchase, you should see the account, I mean, telling that you got a new purchase, but it is not showing. This one I can check. But let's go and look at my the reviews. If I want to see the reviews, it should come here. For example, here it says reviews. So if I want some capital letter, I can also like just quickly change that as well. The minor things, if you want to change, you can change. But let's go to the main thing, which is like I wanted to look at the orders I have got. Sorry, need to click at the my account orders, and here I can see the orders, and here, so here so let's say here it says your total earnings 30. Okay, let's say as a marketplace, the marketplace charge you 10% commissions, you will see a different value here. Okay, so so now we have done the buyer experience is very straightforward, so I think it shouldn't confuse you, because like the buyer, they start browsing the listing, read the details, make the purchase by filling the billing details and checkout. In order detail page, the buyer can download the attachment. Yeah, so for the seller side, they create the listings, you can put the images, text, blah blah, add these digital attachments, you can create a multiple versions, post the listings. Okay, done. So the seller and buyer experience is done. So now we can go into some of the marketplace operations, which is like adding some commissions, and also like if you want to have some different checkout flow, all those things. I don't think for digital product marketplace you need that, but maybe the commission one needed, because creative marketplace, they charge you I think 20% or something. Okay, so let's configure that quickly. So I go here, go to my settings, under the commissions, I add a 10% commission. No, say commission and 10%. Short code, this is for finance purpose, so finance team purpose. If you wanted to have different percentage for different thing, you can have. So for example, for font, I don't think you will do that, but for font, you may want to have some 15%, you can do that. And then for graphics, if you want to have like 30%, you can do that as well. Okay, now let's make another purchase, so I can show you how this earnings works. Yeah, also here in the sales transactions, yeah, you will see only like just the sales. But when we added the commissions, we should see a commission split as well. Okay, let's make this purchase again. Instead of purchasing that, let's purchase another product. Go to Tromso. So let's buy this. Yeah, I wanted to test this again. This. Okay, let's make this purchase. Okay. Now, okay, so I make the purchases, right? So if I see the transaction split here, you see here, so for the $20 transaction, there is this commission which is like deducted 10%, so it's created. Also, let's check the my account orders in the details, in the earnings. It should show 18, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because the $2, which is the 10% commission we added for the fonts, so it shows $18. That's how you can configure the marketplace commission. So and also one more thing, how can the seller receive his payout? That's the next chapter. As we have covered the buyer and seller experience, if you want to go deeper, like having some tags, discounts and all these things, you can do so as well. But there is one thing I feel like it's missed in the home page, because if you see here, I mean, we can just like make up this. So for example, like adding some images. Currently we are still building some text widgets, for example, which are shown here, which is like like this kind of like a text widget or like this kind of CTA. It's not available in the product theme, but it is available in another themes. So we are planning to bring this in everything. So for now, I'm just gonna show you this example of promo banner and what does this do. When you add this promo banner, it's gonna be here, okay, and you can have this banner sent to anywhere you like. For example, whether you want to external link or to a specific listing, you can do this. Let me also create another thing and then change the placement, footer. Okay, so you can have all these things. Then let me just go and do some edit. I have got the brand guidelines of Creative Market, so I have their color code. So I'm just going to use this color code just to show you how this whole design changes when we apply these colors. So you can just put this hex value here and just publish this, and then so you can also see the footer banner here, and you can see this colors, all those things changes. If you want to apply some fonts, you can do so, but I don't know exactly what font they use. I mean, whether that is available in Google Fonts or not. So you can always find some similar fonts, and then the buttons as well. So all the button, they have some sort of like a curve. You can see like it's a similar consistent curve across everything. So if you want to change those things, you can do so as well. You see, you have those changes, and we are still working on like allowing you to customize the font sizes. So it's going to be soon, by this month or next month. And category card we have configured, and then the input field as well. If you wanted to, when you like sign up, if you want to manage like the curves of this field, you can do so as well. We can also see here when you apply that button, it will be applied in all the CTA buttons. So, and this page style is a recent addition. Let me just sorry, shouldn't confuse you. So if you want to apply some sort of like a padding between these or gap between this component, what I mean that is this is a one component and this is the space. Yeah, they don't have many things. So let's if you wanted to have more gaps between components, you can increase this. For example, if I'm not mistaken, this should be that. Actually I can preview as well, but I'm just publishing it. You see that, right? Now the space has increased, and this padding is, let's just apply and show you. Let's just put some more bigger value so you can see a drastic change. So this padding is, if I'm not mistaken, it's applied here. Let's put like 100. We are still working on this. Oh, sorry. This padding is between this space. So if I increase this to 20, right? So you'll be able to see now this whole things will be moved into here. Sorry. Let's go here and look at this item. It should be here because we have only like 20 px. See, it's only here. If I apply 100, the whole page padding, it will like decrease or increase. That's this item. But anyway, I'll just reduce this because it looks so much, and we can apply some 8-point rule as well. So I'll just put 24. What are other things we can do? Yeah, as you start to add more listing, you should be able to see these recommendations. So you have this comment section. So this comment section is here. So let me just go as a buyer. You can rename these comments in, this currently we name it as a Q&A, but if you wanted to rename this as a comment section, you can do so as well. So I'm exploring this product. Will this work on iOS Swift development? See here. So if you want to customize this UI, you can let us know. It can be made into a proper, just like comments functional as well, but it uses the same API. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's also add some logo so it looks just using some random things. Okay, digital hub. I don't think this will be that bigger, but it should just fill that space. Okay, cool. And also, if you wanted to have, for example, they have these things like some custom links, right? If you wanted to have, you can have custom links, or you can create some pages and link it there as well. So you go here, you go to the footer. There are some default section. If you wanted to add this default link which you have created in the pages, you can create it and then add it there. So maybe instead of creating that, you can just use this blocks URL. So for example, if I just put this, and then if you want to have some custom link, and then add link, and then publish. So you got it here. Okay, that's very simple. That's how you can use the editor. We are continuously adding more things to allow you to change any items in the whole design system. So if you have any ideas or any feedbacks, let us know.